Pigskin Pen, where we've been doing a series of videos on coaching products that will make us much more efficient off the field and on the field. But before I get into our next product that I want to talk to you about, I want to talk about kind of a serious issue that's going on in football right now. We as coaches have got to understand that this great game of football is under attack. And we as gatekeepers have got to do all we can to keep this great game of football safe. Football is one of those things that I always talk to parents and players and conversation. It's one of those athletic events that imitates life, you know, and it's a great tool for helping young boys become men. Jim Harbaugh, the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, wrote a great article this past spring entitled "Why Football Matters," and it's sort of a great piece or a segue into why we need football. You know, with this game being under attack and the great Will Smith having an awesome performance in the movie Concussion, which brings to light some of the issues that some of our NFL players have experienced with, with concussions, and then dealing with the fact of having too many concussions in their lifetime. It's up to us as the high school coaches and the youth coaches to make sure that we are teaching a safer game and that we're doing that correctly. There's groups out there like USA Football. All of us that have huddle, we've all seen the videos of Pete Carroll teaching the rugby tackle. We have to, reiterate that to our younger generations. Proper tackling form, way to run the ball, dip your shoulder, keep your head up, and all of those things that will allow us to not only teach this great game of football, but also allow us to teach our young boys to become men. So coaches out there, let's continue to do the right thing. I like the way that the NFL and college is taking the head out of the game. It's what's needed. It can still be a great game. It can still be that, you can still have the eloquence and finesse of the great running backs and the physicality of the linebacker and a good solid hit, but also making sure it's safe, clean, and that we're able to continue to have this game, which has become America's national pastime. So with that being said, there's a lot of products out here this year that are helping us keep the game safe. One of those products is the tackling ring. Many companies have had their versions that have been released just last year, and they're just now starting to spread across the country. Last year, one of the products that you've seen it, I visited a lot of colleges in the spring, and just about at every spring practice was the Shadow Man. And I think moving forward, this tackling ring that people are creating is going to be the next one. A few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to sit down with Ryan Walker from Rhino Rugby. Now, Rhino Rugby is a rugby company, and they make rugby tools. And one of the things that I think people have been referring to with keeping our game safe is rugby. Rugby is a game, they don't use helmets, they don't use any pads, and they're still physical, but they're on to something and teaching their correct ways of tackling. So we're learning as coaches to also use some of the format that rugby players are using in the sevens and regular rugby, and even Australian rules football, how they keep their game safe. We have to keep our game safe. So Ryan and his group at Rhino Rugby, if you take a look at the little flyer I have here, have done a good job with their piece. And if you take a look, it's just a regular tackling ring, and in the middle there they have what looks like some Velcro where you can put your football. And we talk about having the kids keep their heads up, throw uppercuts and wrap up and roll. And I think this product here nails it. It's dead on. You got to keep your head up. You got to see the ball. You got to shoot your arms through the wrap up, and ultimately it's being protective. This ring here is made out of a simple pad that maybe you use on your tackling pads or your high jump pads. And you can see up here there's some video clips. At the bottom of the screen, I'll have a link to Rhino Rugby, and you can take a look at some of their videos. They have some great samples of how their products are used. but Rhino Rugby and many other companies are on to something here. So again, coaches, take the time, check out this website, and make sure that we start teaching this game the right way. I know if it wasn't for this great football game, I wouldn't be in the position I was in. And let's be honest. I don't think I would have gotten into college if it wasn't for athletics, especially football. And it's because of football that has propelled me to become a successful teacher, a successful coach, but most importantly, a successful father. So with that being said, Rhino Rugby, check out their website. And I want to give Ryan and his crew a shout out. They were nice enough to send me this this t-shirt here, the Rhino Rugby t-shirt. And I love their logo. It says "Built for the Game." And then on the back, it says here, Rhino Fabulous Las Vegas USA Sevens team event that they have there, probably well received. And again, guys, let's make sure that we're doing this right. But before we go, I want to represent, put this t-shirt on for the guys at Rhino Rugby and let them know that we appreciate them trying to keep our game safe and their products, along with all the other companies that are making good products. And let's do the right thing and make sure we're teaching our kids this great game the right way. It's Coach Joe coming from the Pigskin Pen, and as always, respect the process and remember to keep it real.
Thank you for watching my daddy's video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.